It's interesting to see that, economic growth figures that have come out because of rising household and government spending. Well, yeah, I mean, you spend money, the economy grows 2% annual. Like I said, gas and electricity bills rates went up by over 10% just last quarter. So where is the minus 8% or the 8% drop in cost that is offsetting that price increase? So, I mean, it says subdued growth and stuff tied to weather events, and well, it's winter. People are going to use more heating and things like more energy for heating and things like that. But people take holidays, etc. Financial sales, product releases, okay, discretionary spending, fair enough. But again, talk about motor vehicles and pricing. Like Mazda recently, I don't know if they've put a submission to government, but they were complaining about it, about the luxury car tax. Now, I believe that cuts in above $75,000 on a new vehicle. A dozen to 20 years ago, 75 grand for a car. Yep, you're well and truly into luxury vehicle territory. If you go and price a new vehicle from one of the not domestic, we don't have a domestic car industry anymore, one of the everyday car brands, so not a perceived luxury brand, let's say Mazda, for example, given that they were complaining about it. A Mazda 6 is kind of their full-size sedan and wagon territory before you start crossing over, before you hit the SUVs and other vehicles of those classes. You get your Mazda 3s, don't think they make 2s anymore, but basically 3 and 6 are the main general series vehicles they build. If you spec out a Mazda 6 wagon, for example, as top-line trim with accessories, you're nudging over $60,000 for a station wagon. That is an everyday car. It's not considered luxury branding or anything like that. It's a everyday brand. Now, if you're going to do the same thing with VW or Audi, who also sell station wagons, you're looking easily into six-figure territory, $100,000+ for fully spec'd out vehicles. I think our Volkswagens, you're looking at least 80,000 for their station wagons, and then don't ask territory for the others. I don't know many. Well, some of the Volkswagen lines are very, very nice. But I don't know many people who'd look at a Mazda or a Volkswagen and consider them luxury vehicles. Now, an Audi or a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz, they'd go, yeah, okay, fair enough, that's a luxury vehicle, even though they have consumer-grade options. But the idea that they're not necessarily entry-level, even your entry-level vehicles are hitting at least 30 grand, 25 to 30 grand. And they're saying that purchasing vehicles is only slightly contributing to cost of household spending and stuff. I find that a little bit difficult to believe, unless people are buying fewer vehicles, but they're just having to pay more for them. And I mean, if you're going to buy an electric vehicle, well, they're still all relatively expensive. I think BYD and Polestar and all the other Chinese-owned companies, theirs are relatively cheap, well, comparatively cheap, but they're still expensive. I also don't think that the supermarket prices have come down. I think they're still up a fair way. The fact that the government has spent a lot of money on various bits and pieces, yeah, that contributes to GDP and growth. But is it stuff that really makes an impact to people? I don't know. I mean, improved spending on MBS, on Medicare benefits, yes, that's a good thing. Pharmaceutical benefit scheme, yes, also a good thing. That certainly helps people when they're having to go and get healthcare. Plus improved exports of raw materials. Okay, that changes as well. So it's interesting to have a look. You have to go digging down through the actual CPI basket that ABS talks about. I don't know if those figures have been publicly released, but yeah, like I was saying the other day, there was this. I looked at it a couple of years ago or 18 months ago because I was told the CPI index for salaries was like 1.9%. Yet we'd only just finished receiving lots of letters in the mail saying fuel's gone up. So heating, gas and electricity had gone up at least double the rate of inflation. Private health insurance had gone up another double of inflation. Cost of your government rates, so your land rates, land taxes, all that sort of stuff had also gone up. Cost of services had gone up for a whole bunch of things. And it's like, well, where is this low percentage coming from? And apparently it was overseas travel, which on the backside of COVID, no one was taking. But like I was saying, if the day-to-day cost of living is so high, who has the discretionary spending available to take a discounted overseas trip? Yeah, well, it was enough to bring us back to a 2% pay rise.